సరే చెప్పండి. సరే సార్.
Yesterday's list లో దివ్య రాసిన యాప్టిట్యూడ్
చూస్తా ఇప్పుడు. దివ్య సర్నేమ్ ఏంటి?
లింగల
దివ్యానా?
మెయిల్ చేసింది రాసాను.
ఒక్క నిమిషం చూద్దాం. లింగల దివ్య ఉంది.
Good morning, my dear students. So last class we have good morning, very good morning. Today I am going to explain one more module called Application Security. So welcome to Cyber Shiksha training on cyber security applications using Python programming. So far we have completed the syllabus. Introduction to cyber security, Python programming, computer networks, cloud computing, information security, network security, cryptography. And today I am going to start the 8th module called Application Security. Once again I will revise all the topics if you are interested to listen in the second batch also. So application security today I am going to discuss with various concepts, then followed by the applications and list of projects. And we will take assignment to only Nayan Palkar explained, remaining students I am expecting today. Okay, listen carefully. Introduction to cyber security. We have explained, Python programming we have completed, and computer networks and cloud computing, information security, network security, cryptography. So these are the 7 modules we have completed so far. Now the 8th module is application security. What is meant by application security? Application means you are using Gmail is one application of communication between you and your friends. So one-to-one communication we are using a Gmail application. Okay, so how you are providing security for that Gmail or any apps you are using in your mobile or in your laptop. So application security, there are various applications we are using in our mobile and as well as in our system. Then what are the identifying application security risks and what are the countermeasures, and followed by the open web application security project, that is called OWASP. Open Web Application Security Project Top 10, and application of cryptography, advantages and disadvantages, and followed by the challenges and applications today I am going to discuss. So the first concept is what is application security and identify application security risks. See here, application security means it is the process of developing, adding and testing security features within applications to prevent security vulnerabilities against threats such as unauthorized access and modification. So application security, we are developing various applications, web applications, call center applications, business applications and health related applications, educational applications, various applications we are developing, adding and testing security features within applications. Why? To prevent security vulnerabilities. To prevent security vulnerabilities against cyber attackers, against malicious attacks, cyber criminals, etc., such as unauthorized access and modification. So that is called application security. Application security includes all tasks that introduce a secure software development life cycle. You know what is meant by SDLC? SDLC is nothing but software development life cycle. It consists of minimum 5 to 6 steps. like inception, okay, inception, analysis, design, implementation, coding, testing, deployment. These are the various SDLC life cycle elements. Very, 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 very important. SDLC means software development life cycle to development teams. So application security includes all tasks that introduce a secure software development life cycle to development teams. And what is the final goal of application security? The final goal of application security is to improve security practices and through that to find, fix and preferably prevent security issues within applications. That is called goal. See, what is the goal of application security? To improve the security practices. Through that, to find, fix and preferably prevent security issues with application. That is called application security goal. You can change like this. The application security goal is to The application security goal is to improve security practices. Okay, to prevent security issues within applications. That is called application security. Application security is made up of 4 factors. What are the 4 factors? Vulnerability means any virus, any errors, any mistake occurred in the applications of software. That is called vulnerability. Countermeasures, any type of security issues related to countermeasures. Breach impact, any kind of theft, any kind of breach activity happened in the organization. And the compliance, any type of vulnerability issues, security threats. So these are the 4 important factors we can see in application security. So this is the first definition of application security. Just keep in mind. Then the top 3 most common application security risks are broken access control and cryptographic failures and injection. That means SQL injection. This is also 3 types of common application security risks. You can call it as a broken access control. Means suppose you are working in an organization and some people deliberately accessing other accounts details without any proper credentials. So because of intruders, they are entering into network and they are breaking their access control. That is called broken access control. Cryptographic failures means suppose I have applied encryption algorithm on my application security, like I have encrypted with the XYZ or 1, 2, 3, like that. I have encrypted the data so that it is not working properly. Such kind of thing we can call it as a cryptographic failures and injection. Some intruders are entering into my network by using various you can call it as various mechanisms they are using to enter into my network by applying their
మ్యామ్ నన్ను ఇదే యూజ్
their
చేయంటుంది మరి సైబర్ 05B మ్యామ్ కూడా
their
సైబర్
techniques
06 అట్లా
tools
పెడతారు.
to break my broken access control and as well as cryptographic failures, and they are asking continuously questions with the help of SQL injection like structured query language queries.
ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు క్రియేట్ చేసిన వాళ్ళందరిది
Structured
అదే
query
కదా
language we are using
పూజ కట్టి
to
మరి
continuously asking the
Under
posing the
qualifier.
questions until unless you give the permission. So these are the top 3 most common application security risks
పని చేసావు.
are happening in this application security. To begin risk assessment, take the following steps. You need to take the certain following steps, like find all valuable assets across the organization that could be harmed by threats in a way that results in monetary loss. So who is doing monetary loss? Network administrator, and as well as you can call it as network administrator or a cloud administrator. They are monitoring the server or a data center or a local area network. So they are finding all valuable assets across the organization that could be harmed by threats. Then identify potential consequences. With that one, what is happening? Can you identify what type of consequences with the help of this? You can call it as we are identifying what type of security risks are happening. Identify threats and their levels. So some threats are not severe, some threats are very severe. So we need to identify severity levels of threats. Threats are various types like malware, Trojan, and viruses, and emotet, and various threats are there. Okay, you can identify threats and their levels. Then identify vulnerabilities and assess the likelihood of their exploitation. So we need to identify vulnerabilities. What type of viruses attacks, what type of malware attacks, and what type of you can expect threats happening in this application security. That is called these are the risk assessment, and we need to find out
మరి
the
రత్న జిగేష్ అనే క్యాండిడేట్ రానే
solutions for
రాయలేదు.
type of threats, vulnerabilities,
లేదు
and
నువ్వు చేసిన దాంట్లో కూడా లేదు.
anything happened in the organization. So these are the security risks.
సైబర్ 06
Watch out for in your web
తను
application.
కూడా యాడ్ చేస్తాం.
See, you have developed a web application or
మరి మొబైల్
concept
నెంబర్ ఇట్లా ఉందా నీ
application
దగ్గర?
or any kind of business related application.
ఉందా?
This open, you can call it as this open web application security project, OWASP, open web application. Okay, you can call it as open web application security project top 10. These are the top 10 security risks are happening on that web application. So the first one, if you see injection is one type of vulnerability. You are asking the questions to the database, like structured query language questions with help of DDL and DML commands. So data definition language, data manipulation language, we are asking the various questions to the database. That is called injection. This is one of the security risks. Then CP, insufficient logging and monitoring. So whenever you are logging into the organization or any security building or defense building, Sometimes you are forgetting your password, sometimes you are leaving that system, insufficient logging and monitoring activities, so that intruders are entering into our building. That is called insufficient logging and monitoring. Broken authentication means intruders are entering into our organization with help of their tools and techniques and activities. They are breaking our network. So that is called broken authentication. Then sensitive data exposure. I am using bank details or bank related application apps in my mobile or a system or server. So you need to take care of that sensitive data exposure related kind of information. Okay, so that is one more security risks. Then you can call it as XML external entities, extensible markup language external entities. With the help of XML, HTML, we are developing web pages, and with the help of CSS, we are cascading style sheets. For beautifying our website, we are using various GUI components, graphical user interface components we are using. Okay, so that is also one of the you can call it as XML external entities related to security risks. So that is one type of security risk. Next one is broken access control. So broken access control is different than broken authentication. If you are a valid user or authorized person, you can enter into the network and you are make use of that data. But if you are unauthorized access, you cannot, you doesn't have permission to enter into the network or server, or you can call it as any kind of authentication rules. So that is called broken access control. Security misconfiguration. So sometimes we are using antivirus software or firewalls in order to protect our data or information in the system or server or data center level. But you are doing misconfiguration of that security. Then cross-site scripting. One more security risk is cross-site. You can call it as if you are entering into original website and suddenly you are redirecting to other website, and you are entering your details like username and password, and wrongly you are giving those details to cross-site scripting. So that is called, you can call it as cross-site scripting. Then insecure, you can call it as a deserialization. Insecure deserialization is nothing but you can call it as suppose you are performing as serial activities or any kind of web application or any application related activities in the process of serialization. But unfortunately, sometimes what happens because of this security risks, your insecure deserialization happens in these activities. That is called insecure deserialization. Then using components with known vulnerabilities. So various components, GUI components especially you are using, graphical user components, especially in Windows platform and Linux platform. In Windows platform easily attacked by the viruses because of GUI components. So suppose you are using various components of GUI components with known vulnerabilities. So easily attacked by the Trojan, viruses, malware, emotet, and DDoS attack. Various attacks are happening.
దివ్య
to
లింగాలనా
identify.
కంప్లీట్ చేసింది
So these are the
ఇంకొక
security
జంగ దివ్య
risks
అనే
to watch
candidate
out for in your web application. Then see the application security risks. What are the application security risks? Just now I have explained. If you see the application security in the below diagram, first see the below diagram. You are developing various applications. One application is related to business related application. One application is related to call center application. One application is related to education related application, and one more application related to health related. Various applications are developing with help of internet. I am accessing from the application security server. From the server I am accessing the information from the data center. You can call it as data center. Okay. What is that data center? Data center is a collection of integrated high computing servers and companies. It's called data center. So this is the way we are accessing various
దివ్య లింగాల అది
applications.
దొరకట్లే
If you see
ప్రొఫైల్
the top diagram
Sir,
right now,
share
application security risks. So if you are a user, threat agents, and you are attacking onto the attack vendors like various organizations through cross-site scripting, security weaknesses you are finding first. Where I can access like botnets, sometimes any damaged server or any loopholes in the local area network. So that is called security weakness. Then security controls we are using, then followed by the technical impacts, asset function you can call it as, then business impacts. In order to increase your business, suddenly with the help of the security risks that is happening in the business oriented applications. So this is the way we are identifying application risks in any application. Then the second concept is countermeasures. A countermeasure is an action, okay, or process or device or system that can prevent or mitigate the effects of threats to a computer, a server or network. That is called a countermeasure. Countermeasure is a process or device or system that can prevent or mitigate the effects of threats to computer or server or data set. So an application firewall is a countermeasure. You can take best example. Application firewall. Application firewall is a countermeasure. So and even antivirus software is a countermeasure. Application firewall is a countermeasure commonly used for software. So operating system is a software, antivirus is a software. So we are using countermeasures, various countermeasures like application firewall and business related firewall, etc. Firewall is used to use at the network level to protect unwanted websites, unauthorized websites. Firewalls determine how files are executed and how data is handled based on the specific installed program. That is called a countermeasure. That is called a firewall. You can call it as a firewall. So firewall is the best example for see, this firewall is the best example for a countermeasure. So we are using a CyberArk. CyberArk is the best example for a firewall. Firewalls determine how files are executed and how data is handled based on the specific installed You can call it as programs or application softwares. Behavioral countermeasures include frequent deletion of stored cookies and temporary files from web browsers. So how many of you know cookies? That means once you opened any website, you have given your username and password and the correct credentials for opening that website. So you forgot to delete your that cookies. That means you are so you are leaving your username and password in that cookies. So whenever intruders or any employee, disgruntled employees, they can access your cookies. They are opening your cookies and see the username and password, and they are stealing their information related to organization or related to the personal sensitive information. Regular scanning for viruses and other malware. So these are the behavioral countermeasures includes. And regular installation of updates, patches. And you can see the patches for operating systems. These are the countermeasures includes. Okay. Then countermeasures are preventive, detective, and corrective. So countermeasure is nothing but a firewall. Firewall is a software to protect unwanted websites. Okay, unauthorized websites to protect. So that is called countermeasures. Then these are the preventive and preventative, detective, and corrective countermeasures usually. Then see the countermeasures are measures of application security. You can call it as malicious access via networks. So unsecured firmware and other malware, these are the countermeasures of application security. And improper access through fax telephone lines, and you can the tapping and alteration of information over the network, that is also one of the, you can call it as countermeasures of application security. Then unauthorized access via device operation panel, information leaks via hard copy. See, these are the countermeasures of application security. You can call it as application leaks from hard disk, drive, storage media, HDD. Then security policy breaches due to carelessness. These are the various countermeasures of application security. Then the third one, if you see, Open Web Application Security Project. Open Web Application Security Project. So it is a non-profit organization with a mission of improving the security of web application. Okay. So why do we use OWASP? You can call it as OWASP 10, top 10. Open Web Application Security Project.
Hello?
Okay. So
Yeah,
to improve the security of web applications, we are using.
I'm calling from Brightworth regarding cybersecurity training. Just drop a message in WhatsApp to this number. I will add you in the training class session.
Then OWASP Top 10 is a standard awareness document for developers and web application security. Yes, especially developers, web application developers who are using full stack or Java full stack or Python full stack developer. You know what is the meaning of full stack developer? full stack developer is nothing but
Hello.
everything he
Preeti, I'm
knows,
calling from
like
Brightworks
front
regarding
end
cybersecurity training. We have
database
qualified in the aptitude
languages
test.
he knows,
Just drop me a
back end
message to this
database,
WhatsApp number.
some
Hi, I will
front
add you in
end
the WhatsApp group, and you can
languages
attend the
called
training session
Java,
from 12
C++,
p.m. Okay? Yeah,
JavaScript,
I will
Go,
share you the
any one
link. Okay?
programming
Just
language,
drop a
back
message.
end database language. For connectivity of front end to back end, we are using Apache Tomcat server or WebSphere. So these are the knowledge a full stack developer. So he knows front end database language, he knows um, back end database language, and he knows the connectivity interface between front end to back end. All the activities a full stack developer knows. And you can call it as OSAP Top 10 provides rankings of and remediation guidance for the top 10 most critical web application security risks. If you see the year 2022, it includes the following vulnerabilities like broken access control, I have explained, cryptographic failures, injection, insecure design, security misconfiguration, vulnerable and outdated components, and identification and authentication failures, software and data integrity failures. These are the following vulnerabilities in the year 2022, and you can call it as in the year 2023 also. These are the OSAP top 10 activities are happening. Okay, so these are the following vulnerabilities in the OWASP. If you see Open Web Application Security projects, we have discussed already almost all the security vulnerabilities related to web application. So if you see unvalidated input, so input is a different forms of inputs. You can see text related input, image related input, and audio video related input. So you need to check whether it is a validated input or not. That is one more security vulnerability. Then insecure configuration management. You are using the different configuration rather than suitable configuration to the application. So that gives a scope of to get security vulnerabilities. Okay, and buffer overflows. Sometimes buffer is a temporary storage area. You can call it as RAM is a buffer temporary storage area until unless you save the data. Sometimes there also they are accessing the data, buffer overflows. Then insecure storage. Insecure storage means you are providing security measures for the storage huge volume of data. How Indian government is giving security for Aadhaar card database or any defense and ISRO, DRDO related activities. Then cascading style state flaws. Whenever you are using CSS concept, the web application, there are some CSS class are available. That is also comes under security vulnerabilities. Okay. Then denial of service. I think everybody knows denial of service. It is one kind of attack. DDoS. Okay, distributed denial of service, DDoS. So whenever your intruders are accessing our database with help of queries, you are asking the queries until unless you pay the you need to pay the amount continuous, otherwise they are posing the questions continuously to the database. That is called a denial of service. Injection flux. That means you are asking structured query language questions continuously. You are posing the queries. So that is called injection flux. Improper error handling. See, we are getting various kinds of errors in a web application, like syntactical error, semantical error, linker error. What type of errors? So that comes under improper error handling. That is a security vulnerability. Then broken access control I have explained. Intruders are entering into our network. They are breaking our passwords. Even they are breaking our Gmail account, Gmail application, Facebook application, etc. So that is called a broken access control. Then broken authentication session management is nothing but if you are using, if you are a valid and authorized person, then you can alter the data. If you are unauthorized person, there is no chance of altering the data or performing any activity. So these are the application security vulnerabilities. Then the fourth one is application of cryptography. So cryptography is nothing but it is a mathematical conversion from one form to another form. Example, with help of encryption, you are taking, with help of encryption, you are converting XYZ into 1, 2, 3 decryption. So XYZ is a plain text. With help of encryption key, you are converting into decryption. Again, you are taking into 1, 2, 3. You can call it as a cipher text. It is converted file. So again, you need to do decryption with help of decryption key. That is the cryptography, the most obvious use of cryptography, and the one that all of us use frequently is encrypting communications between us and another system. That is called application of cryptography. This is most commonly used for communicating between a client program and a server. Examples are a web browser and a web server. Web browser and a web server, or an email client and email server. These are the best examples for communicating. These are the most common cryptographic related examples. You can call it as cryptographic examples. So such as web browser, web server, an email client. You can call it as it is an email client and email server. This Google company, they are providing security for the email server, email client, or even for web browser or sometimes. Okay, and you can call it as these are the examples of application cryptography. Okay, so you can call it as a cryptography. See, cryptography is a mathematical conversion and performing one form to another form. You are converting. Okay, you are converting into one form to another form with help of encryption and decryption process. Okay, that is called application security. So a much known application of cryptography is digital currency, wherein cryptocurrencies are traded over the internet. Yes, through over the internet we are performing such kind of application of cryptography is digital currency, wherein cryptocurrencies are traded. And then see the application of cryptography. Various applications of cryptography we are using. Computer password is a application of cryptography. Then digital currencies, it is a example of a application of cryptography. Electronic commerce means e-commerce like Amazon, Flipkart, etc. And a secure web browsing, cash withdrawal from an ATM, time stamping, electronic signature, cryptocurrency, authentication, secure communication, end-to-end encryption, and credential qualification, and storing passwords, money transfer, military communications, computer password. These are the various applications of cryptography. Then see the 5 uses of cryptography in daily business life. You can call it as, first one is encrypting beyond devices. Bring your own device. BYOD is nothing but bring your own device. So encrypting, bring your own devices. Then securing sensitive emails. Then protecting confidential files. So then encrypting database records. Then secure websites. So these are the 5 uses of cryptography in daily business life. It comes under application of cryptography. Then see the application of cryptography. 36.8% of people or developers rank protection applications from cyber attacks and data breaches as their top concern. It is called as their top concern. 52% of developers say application security testing delays development and threatens deadlines. 24% of developers say their development team has no authority over application security. The most challenging barriers in place are a lack of personal staff security awareness and not having a suitable budget to secure applications. However, more than half of those surveyed expect to see a budget increase for application security in the upcoming year. You can, this is if you want to increase your business, you need to follow such kind of developers information. Then what are the benefits of application security? Okay, what are the application security benefits? Is the processes, practices and tools used to identify, repair, protect against vulnerabilities in applications throughout the software development lifecycle. The first benefit is reduce risks from both the internal and third party sources, and maintain the brand image by keeping business of the headlines, keeps customer data secure and builds customer confidence, protects sensitive data from leaks, improves trust from crucial requests. These are the benefits of application security. And few more benefits like protect sensitive data from leaks, improves trust from crucial investors and lenders, reduce risk from both internal and third party sources, keeps customer data secure and builds customer confidence, maintains the brand image by keeping business off the headlines. These are the various benefits of application security. So with this one, I am closing a theory session for application security, and now we will see practicals and and as well as how many students, only Nayan Palkar explained assignment 2. If new students join, please join and we will see the first topic onwards. Okay.
Sir, they are joining. Today we have more number of new students, sir. At least I think 10
So
to
we'll
12
start
candidates.
yeah. Sir, shall we start with the first topic onwards?
Okay, sir. Just explain to them, sir. Just wait for 5 minutes and start.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. I'll explain.
Sir, should I share my screen, sir? I have did the tools and techniques PPT.
Yeah, please. Please share. Veena?
Yes, sir, I'm sharing.
Yeah.
పూజ కట్టిమని అటెండ్ అవుతుంది ఇవాళ ట్రైనింగ్.
Is my screen visible, sir?
పూజా పాటిల్ కదా. ఉంది, తను రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వట్లేదు, రాసింది కానీ గ్రూప్లో యాడ్ చేసా, మెసేజ్ కూడా చేసా, ఏం రిప్లై చేయట్లేదు. తను వాట్సాప్ నెంబర్ షేర్ చేయి అంటే అందులో నుంచి మెసేజ్ చేయి, నీ వాట్సాప్ నుంచి అనేసి అన్న, కానీ ఇంతవరకు చేయలే, మళ్ళీ కాల్ చేస్తే ఇప్పుడు.
Yes, it is coming. Wait. Yeah. Enable editing. Do there enable editing. Why you are not using MS Office licensed version? Click
Yeah,
enable
sir,
editing.
that is a problem I am facing in my laptop, sir.
రాసింది యాడ్ చేయండి, రాసిన వాళ్ళందరినీ.
Then make it full screen, Veena.
ప్రీతి జాయిన్ అవుతుందా? చైత్రానా? తనకు 9 points వచ్చాయి చైత్రానికి.
Yeah, please start with the first slide onwards. You explain complete presentation.
చైతలియా?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You introduce yourself and start.
చైతలి ఇద్దరిని చేయాలి.
Shall I start, sir?
Yes, Veena.
Good morning. My name is Veena. I'm doing cyber Siksha assignment questions which are sir has given. First we go with the what is cyber security. Cyber security is the practice of protecting systems, networks and programs from digital attacks. These cyber attacks are usually aimed at accessing, changing or destroying sensitive information. It aims to reduce the risk of cyber attacks and protect against the unauthorized exploitation of systems, networks and technologies. Next, we move on with the concepts of cyber security. There are 5 different types of cyber security: network security, system security, application security, web security and mobile security. When we move on with
చైతలి కూడా
the
లేచి చేస్తా కన్సోల్
tools in the
డేటాలో
cyber
నాకు స్కైప్లో
security,
షేర్ చేస్తారా వాళ్ళిద్దరి?
the tools of breaches and attack simulation,
అందరూ యాడ్
which
చేస్తూనే
offers
వస్తున్నా.
visibility
చైతలి
across
శ్రీధర్
advanced infrastructure and gives real-time alerts. Then cloud access security broker,
లింగాల దివ్య
which
వీళ్ళందరూ
monitors
ఉన్నారు.
and manages the cloud infrastructure and does
శ్వేత
credential
ఉంది,
mapping, device profiling.
లావణ్య,
Next tool is detection and response software, behavioral detection, alerting administrators and threats, endpoint detection and response. Endpoint detection and response will address the vulnerability associated with networks.
ఇందులో ఉంటే నేను యాడ్ చేస్తా
And
కదా.
the tool in the cyber security last tool is the
గంగా దివ్య
managed
ఉంది,
detection and
వాసుదేవ,
response, which is used for
శ్వేత, ఆనంద్,
incident
ఉదయగిరి, సుజాత.
management,
లింగాల దివ్య
response
కింద హివా షేక్.
and response.
స్కైప్లోనే చూస్తున్నాను నేను ఇప్పుడు. హిబా షేక్, లహరి ఘోష్కే, లింగాల దివ్య ఉంది. నువ్వు పంపావా? శ్రీమత చూస్తున్నాను, నేను చూస్తాను.
Technologies which are used in cybersecurity. It's a graphic user interface for managing the security tool and central dashboard with controls available to administrative for configuration.
చేస్తున్నావు
Hardware, software or a
Group లో add
cloud-based
చేయలేదు
system for
తను,
setup,
నిజమే.
access and maintenance.
అసలు మనం
Logs
ఇప్పుడు
that
సైబర్
offer
06
visibility
నువ్వు
to
పెట్టినవని
system
నాకేం తెలుసు?
transactions and
నేను
an
మొన్నటి
audit
నుంచి
bias
05B కొట్టి చూస్తున్నా, ఏం వస్తలేరని.
compatible with other security or
నెక్స్ట్ టైం
network tools
05BA
for
యూజ్
integration
చేస్తాను చేస్తే.
Individual tools are just one piece of the puzzle
సరే.
for what enterprise networks require. These are the technologies which are used in cybersecurity, and this is all about cybersecurity. Next, we move on with the
Yeah. నువ్వు క్రియేట్
what
చేసిన
is
చాలా
Python
మిస్ అయ్యాను.
concept.
నువ్వు క్రియేట్ చేసిన చాలా మిస్ అయ్యాను.
Second topic in the cybersecurity is what is Python programming.
మళ్ళీ వాళ్ళ నుంచి కూడా మనకి
Python
ఏం
is
కాలింగ్స్ రావట్లేదు, ప్లస్ మనం యాడ్ చేసేది కూడా లీవ్ అవుతున్నాం.
language. It's high-level built-in data structure combined with dynamic typing and dynamic
చైతలే
binding,
ఇంకా
make it very attractive for rapid application development. Like debugging Python program is easy. A bug or bad input will never cause a segmentation fault. Instead, when the interpreter discovers an error, it tries an exception. In this Python, programmers fall in love with the Python because of the increased productivity it provides. Since there is no compilation step, the edit, test, bug, debug cycle is incredibly fast.
Call center వస్తున్నాయి.
Next, when we move on with the concepts of Python programming, we are like reading the 4 concepts which are main topics like arrays, lists, tuples, and sets. Arrays, which are used to store multiple values in one single variable using square brackets. Lists are used to store multiple items in a single variable using square brackets. And the tuples are also used to store multiple items in a single variable with round brackets or parentheses. Sets are used to store multiple items in a single variable with curly brackets. These are the concepts of Python.
Yeah. Veena, one more concept you can include dictionary also. That is also very important concept.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next you update dictionary, and then you can post in the WhatsApp group.
హైదరాబాద్
Like one
New batch like
in
నేను
Python
చేసిన వాళ్ళు
concepts, I
వాట్సాప్లో
have to
ప్రతి ఒక్క
include
క్యాండిడేట్స్ నాకు
dictionary, right, sir?
సెవెంత్ బ్యాచ్
Yes, yes, yes.
సెవెంత్ బ్యాచ్ హైదరాబాద్
Tools
ఇక్కడ
in Python
లేదు.
programming.
ఇప్పుడు
This
మనం
is PyCharm and
నేను నుంచి మ్యామ్
best
మనం
Python
తెలుసా
IDE
మనం
by
వర్క్
MIT.
చేసే క్యాండిడేట్స్
And
బెంగళూరులో
the
యాడ్
big
చేద్దాం.
package,
ఒకవేళ అందులో
which is
ఆల్రెడీ
best
నాట్
to
ఇంట్రెస్ట్
install
అనేసి
Python
స్కిప్ అయితే
packages.
మిగిలిన వాళ్ళని హైదరాబాద్ యాడ్
Python
చేసుకుందాం
Anywhere
అనేసి
is the
అనుకుంటున్నాం.
best way to write Python code online.
ఇంకా మోర్ ఇప్పుడు 32 అంటే 17
Scikit-learn
క్యాండిడేట్స్
best Python library for data.
17 క్యాండిడేట్స్ యాడ్ చేస్తారు గ్రూప్ లో.
17 యాడ్ చేసాం.
Scikit-learn, which is the best Python library for data science. Spinix and Keras, Selenium and Sublime Text, which is the best
అవి ఆ
text
17
editor for
క్యాండిడేట్స్
Python
ఉన్నాయి కదా, నాకు షేర్
developers.
చేయవా? యాక్సెప్ట్ షేర్
These are the main tools which are used in Python programming.
22 అన్నావా నువ్వు?
The technologies
52
which are
candidates
used in Python programming is
డేటా షేర్ చేసావా వాళ్ళకి కాల్ చేసినప్పుడు? యాక్సెప్ట్ షీట్
ఉంది.
artificial intelligence
Consolidated
or
sheet లో
machine
ఉంటాయి.
learning and the deep learning, web development. In web development we have used
మీరు షేర్ చేసేటివి ఉంటాయా?
Django, Pyramid,
అది
Water,
అవును
Tornado, Flash,
last day ఉంటాయి కదా?
Web2.py,
లాస్ట్ ఉంటుంది
And
మధ్యలో మధ్యలో
GUI,
ఉంటాయి కొంతమంది
development.
స్కిప్ అవ్వట్లేరు క్యాండిడేట్స్.
Distinctor, PyG object, PyQuit, PySide, Kiwi, WX Python, scientific and numeric, that is SciPy, Pandas, IPython, and a software development is Buildbox,
ఎవరు
Track, Roundup.
హరిప్రియన్ కూడా
System
యాడ్ చేశారు గ్రూప్ లో.
administration in this technology used is Ansible, Salt, OpenStack, and Zonch. These are the technologies which are used in Python programming. Is computer network. The third topic which was sir has given is computer networks. Computer networks is a set of computers sharing resources located on or provided by network nodes. Computer networking refers to interconnected computing devices that can exchange data, voice, and video traffic. Examples of nodes in a network include servers or modems. Computer networks commonly help endpoint users share resources and communicate. Then there are two main principles of network, that is wide area network and the local area network.
Definitely we will be having multiple positions, so if you are looking for
Sir, am I going fast?
No. It's perfect. Your explanation is good.
Okay. The tools which are used in computer networks are ping. First is ping. It helps us to determine two things. One is the latency and the other one is packet loss. And the other tool is trace route, which is invaluable for telling us what network devices are between one point and another. And the other one is IP configure. That is when we need to know the IP address of the host that we were working on. These are the utilities to use. NS lookup is used for locating the IP addresses associated with a domain name and checking to see that DNS resolution is working for our host. And other tool is voice will give us details about who has registered a particular domain name and often includes contact details for the register. And NetStat, this utility is especially helpful on servers
నేను మిడ్
or
చేసి
hosts
ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉంటే
that
వాళ్ళు కాల్
run
చేయాలి
their
మరి.
own firewalls like SQL Server or Apache.
నువ్వు 06
The
యూజ్
last
చేస్తామని
tool
ఓన్లీ
is
తెలుసు
subnet
05
and
బి
IP
పెట్టామేమో
calculators,
ఇంకా వస్తలేదని
which are used in web IP calculators.
కాదు
These are
బెంగళూరుకి
the
మనం
tools
ఆప్టిట్యూడ్
which are
టెస్ట్
used
అదే
in
క్రియేట్
computer
చేస్తాం
networks.
మ్యామ్ అయినా కూడా అదే పెడుతుంది.
అయినా మ్యామ్ యాప్టిట్యూడ్ టెస్ట్ రాసిన రాకపోయినా
Next, computer networks technologies. The technologies which are used in computer networks are,
యాడ్ చేస్తాం
as
తర్వాత
I told
అప్టిట్యూడ్
earlier,
టెస్ట్
in
పెట్టాలి
Python
కదా
programming
మళ్ళీ.
also we use AI and ML, that is artificial intelligence and machine learning. In this, robotic process automation is used, edge computing, quantum computing,
ma'am.
virtual reality and augmented reality.
Ma'am, new candidates are
Blockchain,
joining from today, ma'am,
Internet
but
of
we need to
Things,
check whether how many
5G
days they will join.
data, and the big data analytics is used.
Yes, ma'am. For
That's all
all
about the
candidates it is
computer
11,
networks.
ma'am.
The
For new
fourth
candidates from
topic
12
which
p.m.
sir has given is what is cloud computing. Cloud computing is the
All
on-demand
candidates
delivery
out of
IT
25
resources
candidates,
over the
22 are
internet
joined,
with
ma'am.
pay-as-you-go pricing. Cloud infrastructure has number of key
22,
components
ma'am.
but not
22 out of
limited to
25,
server,
only 22
software,
are joined.
network and storage devices. There are mainly three types of cloud computing. This
Yes,
belongs
ma'am,
to the
yes.
concepts of cloud
But
computing.
now
One
new
is private,
candidates are
public and hybrid.
16 candidates,
Private is
ma'am.
also known as
14 candidates are
internal cloud
joined.
and
New
enterprise
candidates.
owned or leased. Public is
Yeah,
also
ma'am.
known as
Yeah,
external
ma'am.
cloud and is sold to the public or scaled infrastructure. And hybrid cloud
Yes,
is
ma'am.
a
36.
composition of two or more clouds. The tools which are used in
Yes,
cloud
ma'am.
computing are
Yeah,
Cloud
ma'am.
Zero,
We need to
which is
check,
cloud
and
cost
these
intelligence
candidates
platform,
also we need
that
to
is
see, ma'am.
SaaS.
Whether how many days they will
Amazon Web
continue.
Services is
New
an infrastructure
candidates.
as a service, that is IaaS. Google App Engine, cloud application platform. Cloudsphere is the cloud migration tool. Lacework is cloud security tool is a Lacework. Container orchestration and management is the Kubernetes. And the cloud infrastructure automation is the Ansible. Cloud monitoring service is the Sematext. And the big data and analytics tool is the Civis Analytics. These are about the tools in cloud computing. Go on with the technologies. The technologies in cloud computing are virtualization, service-oriented architecture, grid computing, utility computing. Virtualization means it is a process of creating a virtual environment to run multiple applications and operating systems on the same server. Service-oriented architecture, it allows organizations to access on-demand cloud-based computing solutions
Okay, ma'am.
according to the change
Call
of
back and I
business
will take
needs.
it.
Grid computing is also known as distributed computing. It's a processor architecture that combines various different computing resources from multiple locations to achieve a common goal. Utility computing is that it reduced the IT cost, provides greater flexibility and easier to manage. These are all about the technologies which are used in cloud computing. Next we go on with the what is information security, which is fifth question of our assignment. Information security protects sensitive information from unauthorized activities, including inspection, modification, recording, and any disruption or destruction. The goal is to ensure the safety and privacy of critical data such as customer account details, financial data, or intellectual property. Information can be physical or electronic one. It basically the practice of preventing unauthorized access, use, disclosure, disruption, modification, inspection, recording, or destruction of information. The concepts which are used in information security is there are 5 major elements, that is confidentiality, integrity, availability, authenticity, and non-repudiation. The CIA triad refers to an information security model made up of 3 main components, that are CIA triad is nothing but confidentiality, integrity, availability, triad. Confidentiality means controlling who gets to read information. integrity is key to assure that information and programs are changed only in a specified and authorized manner. Availability is used for assuring that unauthorized users have continued access to information and resources. These are the concepts of information security. The tools which are used in information security are Nmap, Kali Linux, NetSparkle, Social Engineer Toolkit, Metasploit. N1 is used for audit InfoSec. Kali Linux is used for forensics and different types of security systems as well. NetSparkle is used to find accurate vulnerabilities in InfoSec. Metasploit is used to find cyber attacks in InfoSec. Technologies which are used in information security are firewalls, authentication and authorization, encryption, data masking, hardware-based security, data backup and resilience, data erasure. These are the technologies which are used in information security. Next, the last topic is about the network security. Network security protects your network and data from breaches, intrusions and other threats. This is a vast and overarching term. Network security is a set of technologies that protects the usability and integrity of the infrastructure by preventing the end or foreign. It consists of policies, processes and practices adopted to prevent, detect and monitor unauthorized access. In today's hyper-connected world,
శ్రీలతని సెల్ఫ్ సర్టిఫికేషన్
greater
తీసుకోమని
challenge as more business applications move to private and public clouds. This is about network security. There are 14 concepts of network security, like antivirus and anti-malware software. This software is used for protecting unleashed malware, which includes spyware, ransomware, trojans, worms, and viruses. The application security is essential to have application security since no app is rendered perfectly. And the
మొబైల్
people
నెంబర్స్
and
ఇట్లున్నాయి
when
కదా
you get abnormal network behavior, you will have to know what normal behavior looks like. And the data loss prevention, it is the organization should guarantee that their staff does not send sensitive information outside the network. Then the email security, email gateways are considered the number one threat vector for a security breach. And the firewalls, mobile device, firewalls place a barrier between your trusted internal network and untrusted and outside networks like the internet. Then mobile device security, network segmentation. Network segmentation means software-defined segmentation places network traffic into variant classifications and makes enforcing security policies a lot easier. Then security information and event, this SIEM, this is nothing but SIEM. These products bring together all the information needed by your network security staff to identity and respond to threats. Then we go with the virtual private network, that is VPN, is another type of network security capable of encrypting the connection from an endpoint to a network mainly over the internet. Next is web security, which is a perfect web security solution will help in controlling your staff's web use, denying access to malicious websites and blocking. Wireless security is the mobile office movement is gaining momentum along with the wireless networks and access points. The endpoint security is also known as network protection or network security, which is a methodology used for protecting corporate networks when accessed through remote devices such as laptops or several other wireless devices and mobile devices. And last one is the network access control, which is NAC. This network security process helps you control who can access your network. Next we go with that are the concepts of network security. Next is tools in network security, which is Wireshark, open source network protocol analyzer, capture real-time data. Nexpose is the tool which provides real-time information about vulnerabilities and threats. Splunk is used for network security monitoring. Nagios monitor host system and networks. Tor helps us to ensure privacy of users while using internet. Metasploit is a security software that contains various tools for executing penetration testing services. Snort is an open source network security tool used to scan networks and prevent any unauthorized activity in the network. These are the tools in network security. Next is network security technologies or intrusion detection system, intrusion prevention system, biometrics, firewall authentication, encryptions and tokens, artificial intelligence or machine learning. IoT is Internet of Things, and the cloud security. These are the technologies which are used in network security, and this is all the about the topics. Thank you.
Yeah, very good explanation, Veena. Once you updated PPT, you just post in the group so that remaining students also can follow. Now, welcome to new students. Today I am going to discuss about cyber security concepts. Okay, what are the major concepts of cyber security? Once again, I am going to revise the concepts. Welcome to Cyber Shiksha training on cyber security applications using Python programming. In this cyber security course, we are using 12 modules. So first module is introduction to cyber security, and the second module is Python programming, and third module is computer networks, and the fourth module is cloud computing, then information security, network security, then followed by the cryptography, application security, security auditing, cyber forensics, mobile security, ethical hacking. These are the 12 modules if you want to become as a cyber security analyst, cyber security engineer. Okay. Then followed by the real-time applications and the list of projects. So if you see, the first topic here consists of 11. First module consists of 11 topics. Introduction to cyber security consists of fundamentals, components, workflow of cyber security. What are the fundamentals of information security? What are the threats and attack categories and hacking? Cyber security controls, introduction to network security, introduction to IDAM, identity and access management, introduction to cyber forensics, introduction to application security, introduction to data center and cloud security. These are the 11 topics. Today, once again, I am going to explain. Please listen carefully. Okay. And this is the syllabus of cyber security and projects. And what is the prerequisition of cyber security? Sir, I am a beginner of cyber security training. I don't have any background knowledge. No problem. You need to know these are the prerequisition concepts. What is computer? Computer is an electronic device which takes input and process and it gives the output. What is networking? Networking is nothing but linking of computers or servers in a local area network or wide area network. Then operating system. Operating system is a software. It is an interaction between user and hardware. We are having two types of operating systems. Windows-based operating systems and command-based operating systems. So Windows-based operating systems examples are Windows 10, Windows 14, Windows 16, like various kinds of Windows. Then command-based operating systems are Unix, Linux, Red Hat Linux, Fedora Linux, and Kali Linux, etc. Then program. What is meant by program? Program is a collection of instructions. What is software? Collection of programs is called software. What is hardware? Hardware is a physical device which can be touchable. Maybe system, server or data center. Server is a special computer with a high computing configuration. Okay. So high computing configuration. Yeah, you can high computing configuration. So server is a special computer with a high computing configuration. Then a data center is a collection of servers at one place. Data center is a collection of high computing servers at one place is called a data center. Computer networks deals with 7 layers of OSI, open source interconnected, like PDN, TSPA. PE stands for physical layer, D stands for data link layer, N stands for network layer, T stands for transport layer, S stands for session layer, P stands for presentation layer, A stands for application layer. PDN, TSPA, keep in mind. Then computer networks is nothing but collection of interconnection of computers in an autonomous collection of computers in an autonomous local area network is called computer networks. Then next one is cyber security. To protect computer systems, servers, network, data against attacks is called cyber security. So the technical name of this image is called cyber security board cloud. Then measuring the data in cyber security, computer understands only ones and zeros. If you press capital A, system cannot understand. So it will convert into ASCII format. ASCII value of capital A is 65. If you divide it by 2, you are getting 100001 is a binary equivalent of 65. Now see, 1 bit is equal to 0 or 1, 4 bits is equal to 1 nibble, 8 bits is equal to 1 byte, 4 bytes is equal to 1 volt, 4 bytes is equal to 1 volt, 4 volts is equal to 1024 bytes, 1024 bytes is equal to 1 kilobyte, 1024 kilobytes is equal to 1 megabyte. After that, gigabytes, terabytes, petabytes, hexabytes, octabytes, zettabytes, yottabytes, protobytes, and geobytes after that infinity. If you see same measurement in the mathematical terminology, kilobyte is 10 power 3, megabyte is 10 power 6, gigabyte is 10 power 9, terabyte is 10 power 12. Big data range, petabyte is 10 power 15, hexabyte is 10 power 18, zettabyte is 10 power 21, yottabyte is 10 power 24. Protobyte is 10 power 27, geobyte is 10 power 30. This is the way we are measuring the data in cyber security. Wherever data is there, there is a security issues. So the first module is Introduction to Cyber Security. The first topic is Fundamentals of Cyber Security. Cyber security is the practice of protecting computers, networks, servers, data centers, electronic systems, networks, data from malicious attacks or cyber criminals or cyber attacks. What is cyber security? Cyber security is a way of protecting the computer, network, data center, and programs from the attacks of cyber criminals. Then cyber security consists of technologies, processes, and controls designed to protect systems, networks, programs, devices, and data from cyber attacks. Cyber security is a very broad term, but is based on 3 fundamental concepts called as CIA triad. It consists of confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Confidentiality is the protection of information in the system so that an unauthorized person cannot access it. Until unless you are an authorized person, you are using that information. Integrity means that data or information in your system is maintained so that it is not modified or deleted by unauthorized parties. Availability means it is one of the three basic functions of security management that are present in all systems. That is called confidentiality, integrity, and availability. CIA triad model is designed to guide the organization with the policies of cyber security in the realm of information security. Cyber security is also known as information security or information access or system security. Cyber security is the way of protecting computers, mobile devices, servers, electronic systems, networks, and data from malicious attacks. Basic cyber security concepts like identifying. Sir, where do I start? I am a beginner of cyber security concepts. No problem. You need to identify the threats, protect information, detect attacks and intrusions. Respond to attacks and intrusions, recover database and information security, rebuild defenses against intrusion. Okay. Then what exactly do cyber security? Cyber security analyst protects organizational infrastructure such as computer networks, data center, and local area networks and hardware devices from cyber criminals and hackers seeking to cause damage or steal sensitive information. What is the CIA triad so important? Cyber attacks or data thefts and breaches are becoming increasingly common. If you see example, Facebook, Cambridge Analytica scandal. So cyber threat evolution, 1977 virus came, 1995 breaking websites, 2000 malicious code, Melissa came, 2003 to 2004 advanced worm intrusion, 2005 to 2006 credit card theft, 2007 and 8 organized crime. What is history of cyber security? Cyber security proper began in the year 1972 with a research project called Component Advanced Research Projects Agency Network at USA. A precursor to the internet. ARPANET developed protocols for remote computer networking. Late in 1988, a man named called Robert Morris had an idea. He wanted to gauge the size of the internet. Robert Morris became the first person successfully charged under the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act. Although this is ended happily for him, he is currently a tenured professor at MIT, USA. Cyber security statistics. Cyber security statistics. If you see 35% of security breaches are caused by human error, the worldwide information security market will reach $170.4 billion in 2022. On average, only 5% of company folders are properly protected. The average cost of data breach is $3.86 billion.
నేను నాకు రెజ్యూమ్ షేర్ చేసి ఇంట్రెస్ట్ చేస్తారంటే ఇప్పుడు జాయిన్ చేశాను అప్టిట్యూడ్ టెస్ట్ పంపిస్తాను.
For more than 80% of security breach incidents, on average, every employee has access to 11 million files. The healthcare industry lost around $25 billion to ransomware attacks last year. By 2022, 100% of large companies will have a Cisco position for hiring. By 2022, there will be a 4 million unfilled cyber security jobs globally. 2022, the total damage by cyber attacks reached $6 trillion. Cyber crimes caused 2 trillion US dollars in damage so far. There is a cyber attack every 39 seconds. A ransomware attack happens every 14 seconds. Global cybercrime damage by 2021, 16.4 billion US dollars per day, 684.9 million US dollars per hour, 11 million US dollars per minute, 1,90,000 US dollars per second. As a human being, Indians are very lazy to keep their passwords. See here what they kept passwords. Intruders or cyber attackers, within 1 second they are cracking the passwords, like they are giving the password is password. How come you are giving the, instead of giving strong password, you are giving password? Then 1 2 3 4 5, then 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, India 1 2 3, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0,
Adapa Srijana,
3
Abapa
4 5 6
Srijana.
7,
Kama
and
Adapa
QFT,
Srijana candidate.
ABC 1 2
నేను
3,
క్రియేట్
1 2 3.
చేశాను.
Don't give such easy
అడప శ్రీజాన
passwords.
క్యాండిడేట్ క్రియేట్ చేశాను.
So everybody can access
చూస్తారు
your own
మొబైల్
data.
నెంబర్ సేమ్ ఉండదు.
Then
Okay,
see the
Abapa.
what are the branches of cyber security? There are 6 branches.
ఆస్మా
of
కూడా క్రియేట్
cyber
చేశాను నేను
security.
ఆస్మా బేగం.
Network
తన రెజ్యూమ్ షేర్
security.
చేశాను.
Network security
Interested
refers to a
Asma.
set of rules and regulations or configurations to protect network traffic data. System security is nothing but it is guard the system and OS from malicious intrusion, modification and virus. Application security protects the application from being hijacked in your system or server or data center. Information security secures sensitive information from unauthorized access and prevent misuse, disclosure or the destruction of data. Web security protects web application from security breaches from unauthorized personnel. Mobile security protection of all gadgets associated with wireless computing, like smartphones, tablets and laptops. 7 layers of cyber security. Mission critical assets, data security, application security, endpoint security, network security, perimeter security and human security. It is very important 7 layers of cyber security. So cyber security is not confined to a single architecture. Instead, it's based on hierarchical layers to guarantee strong security. Following are the 7 layers of cyber security. So you can see this 7 layers explanation I'll give you. Okay. And 2022 biggest cyber security threats to watch out for remain like phishing, identity fraud and business email compromise. Set these to keep your employees aware of these threats and protect your reputation, bank account and data. Cyber security threats in 2022 biggest cyber security challenges. In 2022, increase in cyber attacks, supply chain attacks are on the rise, cyber pandemic continues, cloud services are a primary target, ransomware attacks are on the rise, mobile devices introduce new security risks. Cyber security professionals work continuously to protect computer systems against attacks. The rates of cyber crimes and the cyber attacks are national and private systems are on the rise. Cyber security professionals develop codes, practices to defend the system from attack. There are 2 types of companies, those that have been hacked and those who don't know yet know they have been hacked. Creating a perfect defense system for data protection is the aim of cyber security. Cyber security is a way of protecting the network, computers and other electronic gadgets from cyber criminals. The malicious attackers delete the information, modify the data or leak confidential information, posing a huge threat to a business or an individual. Cyber security helps keep the data out of reach from attacks by ensuring the integrity, confidentiality and availability of the data. And cyber security is a how individuals and organizations reduce the risk of cyber attacks. Cyber security is also known as information technology security or electronic information security. So network security is the practice of securing computer network from intruders, attackers, malicious attackers, cyber criminals, whether targeted attackers or opportunity malware. Application security focuses on keeping software and devices free of threats. Information security protects the integrity and privacy of data, both in storage and in transit. Operational security includes the processes and decisions for handling and protecting data sets. So these are the cyber security methods. Essential cyber security measures are use strong passwords. Strong passwords are vital to good online security. Control access to data and systems. Put up a firewall. Use security software. Update programs and systems regularly. Monitor for intrusion and raise awareness. You can see in the diagram identity and access management. Once you are a valid person, authorized person, so we are identifying and we are doing access management. Proxies, we are using firewalls, proxies in order to protect unwanted websites, unauthorized access. Data loss prevention, encryption. Encryption is a process of mathematical conversion from one form to another form. Firewall is a software. It protects the at the network level. Cloud security is one of the type of major issues in cloud security, like data security, network security and host security. Antivirus and anti-malware is one of the software to protect our system or server against the attacks of different types. Cyber liability insurance, intrusion detection system. So these are the cyber security methods. So methods for cyber security, you need to identify the threats, you need to protect the threats, you need to detect the threats, you need to respond the threats, you need to recover the threats. Of process security and privacy, identity and access security and privacy, data security and privacy, application security and privacy, endpoint security and privacy, network security and privacy. These are the elements of cyber security. Application security, how you are protecting the application security, applications of your mobile or system by using application security. Information security, information means processed data is called information. Security means protecting the data. Network security, at the network level, how you are providing security. Then disaster recovery, whenever calamity came, natural disaster, man-made disasters. So that how do you recover the data? Log-based recovery, real-time project objective, real-time objective. These are the two methods we are using in disaster recovery. End user competence means end user, you can call it as a customer, PL. These are the cyber security through application security. I have explained all. Remaining IoT security, Internet of Things, collection of real-time objects in a network is called IoT. How you are providing security for IoT devices. ICT security, information communication technology. We are using various ICT tools for our application purpose. How you are protecting. Internet security. Internet is a network of networks. Network is a collection of interconnected between the systems. So Canvas, Moodle Cloud, best example for ICT. Internet security. At the internet level, what type of security we are using? Operation security, whether we are using creation, deletion, display, sorting, searching, update, etc. So remaining I have explained. And this is ABC of cyber security. This one, please listen carefully. So with this one, I'll close theory session. We'll start with practicals. A stands for always log out after online transaction, and B stands for be careful what you click. C stands for clear cookies and delete browsing history at the end of each session. D stands for do not carry your PIN number in wallets. E stands for enlighten yourself on cyber security measures. F stands for follow basic rules of social networking to protect online relationships. G stands for giving your personal information online is not advisable. HTTPS is a safer than this URL. HTTPS is nothing but hypertext transfer protocol for security. I stands for install the latest antivirus protection. J stands for join hands to stop spreading fake news. K stands for keep software updated. L stands for lock your devices when not in use. Lock your device when not in use. M stands for monitor your accounts for any suspicious activity. N stands for never believe forwarded messages without checking source. O stands for only install apps and software from trusted sources. P stands for pay extra attention when using public Wi-Fi. Q stands for quarantine all unused apps. R stands for report to police in case of cybercrime happened. S stands for scan any downloadable file before operating using install. T stands for think before you click. U stands for use strong passwords with the personal acronym. V stands for verify with whom you are interacting online.
Are you interested to continue this?
Watch out for online scams.
To DSCI and daily join the training session.
X stands for extra precautions for your online financial transaction. Y stands for your precautions will make use cyber safe. Z stands for zero participation in dark web. So with this one I am closing the theory session of introduction to cyber security. We will see remaining concepts. I will invite one of the student from first batch of student. Please explain 7 concepts I have given as assignment. Again newcomers are there, you keep in mind. For them also they need to understand what you are going to explain. Okay, who is going to explain? So Nayan Palkar explained and Veena explained very well. Nayan Palkar, definitely you are going to get very good marks in the examination because you have explained very well your assignment 1 and assignment 2. Now, yeah, who is that? Yeah, Manashwini, please share your screen. Start with the cyber security controls. Yes, yes, yes. No, it is not visible. Check once again. Pingi Manaswini. Share entire screen. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, please start. Introduce yourself and start.
I'm Asadi, and I'm going to tell about cyber security. And first of all, definition of cyber security is a practice of defending computers, servers, mobile devices, electronic systems, networks, and data from malicious attacks. It is also known as information technology security or electronic information security. This cybersecurity is used to secure our systems from malicious attacks. And there are different categories in cybersecurity. There are network security, application security, information security, operation security, disaster security, and I want to explain about
Yes, I
the
just am calling
branches
from
of the
Hyderabad regarding cybersecurity
cybersecurity.
training.
There are
You are
first one is
qualified in
network
architecture.
security.
Just confirm me, are
It
you
was the
interested to
set of
continue this
rules
training
and
and then
configuration to
proceed?
protect our network
We
traffic
need
and
to
data.
give an
The
update to
attacks
previous
which
year.
are
That's why I'm asking.
which are held in the network
Are you
should
interested
be
to continue?
recovered
Are you joining the
using
session
our
today?
network, in our network, and then system security, safeguard the system and operating system from malicious intrusion, modification and virus. We need to secure our system in this system security. And then application security protects the application from being hijacked. Like there are many applications we use in our daily life. And these applications we need to secure them by using passwords and app locks and information security secures sensitive information from unauthorized access and prevents misuse, disclosure, or destruction of data. The information which is in our system or in network should be secure and it should not be accessible to the unauthorized users. And then web security protects the web applications and security features from unauthorized sessions. And then mobile security, protection of all gadgets associated with wireless computing like smartphones, tablets, and laptops. And then we need to explain about the tools of cyber security. Those are firewalls, antivirus, penetration systems,
Hello?
and web vulnerability scanning tools,
Hello? This is Jigisha.
and encryption
Jigisha,
tools,
I'm calling from
then
Whitewatch
network
regarding
intrusion
cybersecurity training and
detection,
yeah, are you interested to
and
continue
then
this? We need
firewalls.
to give update to
These
previous
act
year.
as the
Just make sure to
like
confirm. Are
walls
you interested
between
to
the
continue this training and then
attackers
proceed?
and authorized users. They stop the unauthorized access
In
to
which
our
class?
data or apps. And then
Yeah,
antivirus
I'm on
is a
coordinating
software
that.
which we
Bangalore
will be
now.
using to protect against the
Online training.
virus attacks.
Now the class
And
topic
then
is
web
tools.
vulnerability
Firewalls.
scanning tools.
Leopard.
These tools are used
Yes,
for our web
just
applications.
make sure
If there is
confirm
any
are you
attacks,
interested to
it will
continue
be
or not.
scanned and then the unauthorized access will be blocked there.
Attend regular cover training sessions, okay?
And then the technologies
And
used
evening
in
we will have self-study
cybersecurity.
session actually. Okay.
Those are
Nice
cracked
to everyone.
user interface for managing the security tools, hardware, software, or cloud-based system for setup, access and maintenance, logs that offer visibility into systems, transactions and an audit trail, compatible with other security or network tools for integration purpose. These are technologies used in cybersecurity. And then I'm going to explain about Python. Python is an interpreted language and we use Python to develop many applications and it's highly used language. About Python strings, a string is a sequence of characters and it is simply a symbol. It is a collection of the characters, and we have some common functions. They are str, and we need to give the name of the string, which becomes the string length, and strcpy. This is destination comma source. The destination memory area, the
Is this
source
Manasa?
which we have sent will be
Once I'm
saved.
calling from Whiteboard regarding cyber security training. You have qualified in aptitude test. Today I will add you in the WhatsApp group and you can join the training sessions from tomorrow onwards.
Python,
Okay. Just confirm you are interested to join this continue to
an array
are
is
you
a
interested to
container
continue this
which
also.
can hold a fixed number of items and
Interested?
is
Okay, we
free
need to
of
give
same type,
update to DSA.
homogeneous
That's
type
why
of
I'm asking
data
your
is
confirmation.
stored in the Python array.
You should to continue this one.
Most of the data structures make use of
Are you
arrays to
sure to continue
implement
this
their
training and hiring
algorithms,
process?
and terminology in
Manasa
Python are
Manasa
element.
Revenge.
Each item which is stored in the array is known as
Hello?
element, and
Yeah,
index,
Manasa
which is
Manasa
used
Revenge,
to
right?
point
Your
each
mail ID
element
Manasa
in the
Manasa
Python array.
@gmail.com.
And some of the array
Okay,
operations
thanks.
are
I will add you in the
traverse,
WhatsApp group.
which is used to print
This is your
elements one
WhatsApp
by
number.
one, and insertion to add elements into the array, and deletion to delete elements from the given index. With search is used to search for given elements which are in the given index value, and update, it updates the element at a given index. These are some of the common operations in Python array. And then the tools in Python which are used are PyCharm IDE, which is the best Python IDE, and it has many packages which can be installed automatically using pip command. In Jupyter Notebook, which is also a best tool for collaboration, and Keras, Smix, Scikit-learn, and Python Anywhere, which can be used, which is an online software, and it is the best tool to run Python code. The technologies that use Python are AI and machine learning, and audio and video applications, programming applications, and in web development like Django, and it is also used in game development applications. And then in developing desktop GUI applications, which we use in our daily life, it is also used Python. And then about the computer networks, it refers to interconnected computing devices that can exchange data and share resources with each other. These network devices use a system of rules called communication protocols to transmit information over physical or wireless technologies. And we have OSI model in computer network. It consists of 7 layers. Those are physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, and application
Sakshi,
layer.
I'm calling from
These
Whiteboard
layers
regarding
form the
cybersecurity
OSI
training.
model. And about physical layer,
Yeah, you have qualified in aptitude
which
test
is the
and I have
first
already
layer,
added you in the
and it
WhatsApp group.
transmits raw
Are
bit
you interested to
over the
continue this?
physical medium, and then the
We need to
output
make
is given to
confirmation
the
to
data link
DSA, that's
layer.
why I'm asking.
It defines the format of data
Are
on
you
the
interested to
network and
continue?
converts it into frames. And then,
Be regular for the
then
session.
the
If you
network
need any
layer
notes, just drop a
decides
message to
which
the
physical
comment.
path the data will take, and it is the most crucial layer in the OSI model. And then into the transport layer, transmits data using the transmission protocol using including TCP and UDP. And then the session layer maintains connections and is responsible for controlling ports and sessions. And then presentation layer ensures that data is done in a usable format and is where data encryption occurs. Encryption is the process of converting plain text to ciphertext. And then the application layer, it's a human computer interaction layer where application can access the network services. And then about the tools in computer network are ping, helps us to determine two things, latency and packet loss. And then tracer root, trace root, it is invaluable for telling us what network devices are between one point and another. IP config or IF config when we need to know the IP address of the host that we are working on, these are the utilities to use. And NS lookup, locating the IP addresses associated with the domain name and checking to see the domain name resolution is working for our host. And quiz give us details about who has registered a particular domain name and often includes contact details for the register. And then the next tag, these utilities especially helpful on servers or hosts that run their own firewalls like SQL Server or Apache. And then the subnet and IP calculators, these are web IP calculators. And then the IP scanners, being able to scan an entire subnet will enable us to find the IP address of the device. And about the technology,
Shaista could share his up to test link created.
are access control and anti-malware software, anomaly detection, and application security, data loss prevention, and then the email security. And about access control, like only authorized persons can access the network, by using authorization techniques like using passwords and any applications, we can provide the access link. And about the
Ashwini, that's all. Network security.
sir, cloud computing.
Yeah.
It's not showing in
Why? Maybe you didn't save the file.
visible.
Yeah.
Can I continue like this?
No, ma'am.
Not showing the slideshow.
ప్లేస్మెంట్ సబ్జెక్ట్ గురించి
Yeah, make it full screen, cloud.
చెక్ చేస్తున్నాను
Okay, no problem.
కూడా
The cloud computing, it is the delivery of computing services including servers, storage, databases, networking, software, analytics, and intelligence over the internet to offer faster innovation, flexible resources, and economics of scale. And we have different types of cloud computing. Those are public, private, community, and hybrid. Public cloud can be accessed by anyone. And the private cloud, which can be accessed by any organization which is responsible for the cloud. In the community, the people who have the similar interest, those like similar organizations, those people can access the community cloud. And hybrid cloud, it is a combination of different types of clouds. And about the characteristics of the cloud computing: on-demand self-service, broad network access, resource pooling, rapid elasticity, and measure services. Both on-demand self-service, like whenever we need more computing services, we can use them as per our need, and it can be elaborated or it can be used according to the human intervention. And about broad network access, we can use cloud computing on different types of devices like cell phones, laptops, and everything. And about resource pooling, resources such as network bandwidth, virtual machines, memory, processing power, storage capacity are pooled together to serve multiple customers using multi-tenant model. And about rapid elasticity, based upon the demand, we can use the computing services. When we need more computing, so we can use more. we can expand, or if we need very less computing services, we can minimize our services. And about measure services, these are as like we need to pay as per our use. About services, a variety of services are available as software as a service, including file storage, backup, email-based, web-based email, and project management tools. We have different types of cloud computing services. Those are software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. Software as a service, software deployment model whereby provider licenses an application to customers for use as a service on demand. It can be used in subscription model, like we can subscribe for 1 year, 1 month for a particular software, and everything is provided by provided by the service provider. We just need to use the software. And platform as a service, this is mostly used by developers, like when we need the platform to use the services. And infrastructure as a service, on-demand, highly scalable computing, storage and hosting services are provided for use. And we have different cloud computing tools like Cloud Middleware, Amazon,
Hello?
and Helicopters,
Is this speaking?
OpenStack, and Ubuntu Enterprise,
Hello?
Google App Engine.
Hello, is this speaking?
These are the technologies
regarding cyber security
using
training.
cloud
We are
computing,
qualified in aptitude test.
virtualization, service
We will add in the
oriented
training session. Are you
architecture,
interested to
hybrid
continue?
computing, and utility computing. But virtualization
Okay,
is
we
the
need to
process of
give an
creating a
address to
virtual
device here. That's why
environment
I'm
to
confirming you.
enable multiple activities to run on
Tomorrow
a
only you can join the
similar
session
server.
and we can continue.
It
Okay?
can be virtual version of
Now I will
storage
add you in
with storage
WhatsApp.
devices, cloud,
Can we
network, and
name
servers,
Preeti?
and then service-oriented architecture. We can
Only
use
Preeti.
services of the cloud according to the need of the user. And then about the grid computing, it is a technology type in which you can connect different servers from multiple resources to achieve a common goal. These servers get placed in a grid connected by parallel nodes to form a cluster which the user can access from laptop or PC, and it is feasible to run these clusters on any operating systems. And about the utility computing, it is a utility-based IT model that follows as pay-per-use model. The company or business that would only pay for the services they use, and the cost gets adjusted with the addition or elimination of certain features. And about information security, a set of practices intended to keep data secure from unauthorized access or alteration. In this security, we mostly concentrate upon the information which is stored in our data, and it should be protected from the unauthorized users or attackers. And there are different types of information security. There is application security, cloud security, infrastructure security, incident response, cryptography, which is a conversion of plain text into ciphertext, and then disaster recovery, vulnerability management, and about the tools.
Hello? Preeti? Hello?
About the tools
Sorry,
in
Shaitali Rai, right?
information security,
Shaitali Rai, I am
Kali
calling from
Map,
Raipur regarding
Next
cyber
Parker,
security training.
John the report.
Okay, are you interested to
About
continue this
Next
training?
Parker is the most
I have already
accurate
added you in the
automated
WhatsApp
tool
group.
that can be used to find various vulnerabilities in
Yes,
various
okay, we need to
networking and
give an
operating
update to
systems.
this here. That's why
And
I'm
the
asking for
vulnerabilities
confirmation.
usually
Are you
and
interested to
consist of
continue?
cross-site scripting and exploit
Okay,
injections. And then about Kali Linux, it is a widely used software, and it favors the presence of various penetration and information security tools within its framework, and that can be used for investigation in forensic in different types of security systems as well. And you can track, deploy, configure, search for potential weakness, and find other vulnerabilities among networking, auditing, and various operating systems. And about Nmap, it is also known as Network Mapper. It is an auditing tool used for information security professionals to perform an audit of various operating system-based network systems. These are the technologies that are used in information security: authentication and authorization, firewalls, and encryption, which is used to convert plain text into the ciphertext so that the attacker can't understand the data which is present in your system. And then data masking, data backup and resilience, and hard-based security. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, very good explanation, Manashwini. And remaining students, please be ready
Hello, this
for
is
next
Karthik.
presentation. Next,
Yeah,
I'm going to start tomorrow with the practical
cybersecurity.
session for new
You are
students
qualified in
and as well as
architecture
old
and
students.
you need to join the
So with
training
this
session
one,
in
we
the
are
WhatsApp
closing
group.
the session today,
Just I have
and
called you for
you can
confirmation
take
like
today's
the
session
confirmation
from
for
the
this
sir.
year. Are you
Sir
interested
is
to
going
continue
to
this
provide
training?
you. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I will add you in the WhatsApp group now.
Okay, if you are having any doubts, we have a group. You can post the questions.